Welcome to the first episode of Pod.ai, I think. Did we decide what we're going to name this?
I figured Pod.ai was a good one because we're just gonna let AI run the show here.
Pod.ai.com.io.
Trying to figure out like what our main. I figure this podcast is just gonna be a lot of us just kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the week. What are we working on? Who are we? Who are you?
I'm Jason Tyler, j.tyler.photo.
Who are you really?
I work a lot with the dot motif in the names thing. So pod.ai, j.tyler.photo.
I don't know who I am.
Neither do I.
I've been trying
honestly. This guy just picked me up off the street.
Trying to figure this out still. No, but I'm Forrest. I have a financial channel that we work on. I just woke up tired.
I just film everything for the channel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But how's the week going, man? What's new? What's new in the zeitgeist?
to be fair, not much is new, but things are better, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you go through you're going through the motions and you look back and you're like, I'm getting a little better at managing this whole life thing.
Yeah.
Like slowly but surely.
I've never felt that way.
Cool.
I'm just messing. Dude, I don't know what to talk about. Why did we start this podcast? Actually, we were out filming, and there's like this Premiere plugin, which will auto cut whoever's talking. So this will be a good test run for that. Make sure, is it? Oh no, we're good. But hopefully, when we load this up in Premiere, it'll just like switch the cameras and do that. It has a little button to like do the verticals too. It looks like I haven't tested this software at all.
Yeah, but there's the thing with the whole AI thing now is like, all right, so Premiere has that plugin to auto cut between cameras on a multicam clip, right?
Yeah.
And then you have another piece of AI that will take like long format video and just chop it up into a bunch of different like short form vertical style videos.
Wait, which one is that?
I can't remember the name of it. I have a whole list, dude. There's like fucking 15 different.
Because I know the podcast one will.
The podcast one is for Premiere. That's Adobe's integration of AI is weird because Adobe's software is written in a dog shit code.
Yeah.
So they don't, when they add new stuff in, they don't add it into an existing program. They usually like create a subdivision of that program, which is a whole nother thing you gotta open up on your computer. So anything AI with Adobe is, unless it's Lightroom, because Lightroom, they kind of just integrated it right in.
Yeah.
But with the Premiere thing, I think that's a whole nother plugin that operates on a separate app.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everyone has like its own website. There's an audio plugin. So say you don't have these mics. Say you have some dog shit mic, like your phone, right? And I was having fun today. Go to podcast.adobe.com. Upload. I've done this with my own phone audio. And it's not going to sound exactly like this audio, but it's going to sound like this audio to someone who hasn't recently heard to this audio, if you know what I mean. It sounds really, really good. It reduces noise. And I think what's really cool about that with AI is, so when we edit this, we're affecting like the raw data, like you're passing filters through it and things like that. What's really cool about the podcast audio is that it can create information. Right, so you can basically give it an audio file or even a video file. I'll talk about that in a second. And it can create something new based off of what you gave it. So it's not just modifying the base thing; it's actually creating something.
Oh,
so that's why the AI modification can take your voice and then make it sound like you were on a good mic. Now, I think in the future it's going to be so good to where you can like talking to the mic and like make it sound like I'm on this microphone or in this environment. Make it sound like I'm outside on a windy bridge.
Give me the Weeknd's voice. I mean, we're already kind of there with like voice masking and like taking voice inputs.
Yeah.
Like creating a vocal profile and then substituting whatever audio you give it with that vocal profile.
All the Drake
which
tracks.
is crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because now Like, this is stuff that I used to think about back in the day. I was like, damn, like, I wonder if Tupac was still making music, like, what kind of music would he be making?
I haven't think of
Now,
Tupac. Nobody's done that yet.
no one's done that yet, but if anybody sees this episode and is one of those, like, AI music creators, go ahead and just make a new Tupac track and just, like, leak it out. I guarantee you go viral. It's such low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. But make it a song about him, like, I don't know, beating up a lion or something. Something stupid.
Or just make it a song.
Hard ass lyrics.
Make it a song about him hiding out in Cuba. Put it over a merengue beat just to be funny with it.
The one thing I haven't found is like podcasts, or not podcasts, AI for thumbnails.
Oh yeah.
I basically want to drop it because that's what automate the whole thing. I want to drop a file, like find a frame, make a thumbnail from that frame, and then post it. Because that's the one part that's still not automated. There's fast tools like Canva, which lets you cutouts and everything, but it's like I don't want to do that. Just fucking.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing with the AI thing is like everything is just making every process faster and faster and faster until we're gonna get to a point where we like eliminate work for ourselves as humans.
Eventually, you're just gonna type in and be like, make a podcast with people that look like this, sound like that, in this niche, and it's just talk about generate everything. You're not gonna be real people. Yo, pretty soon this might even actually exist. Imagine we're sitting down here, we put it in, and then you pass some filters into it.
Put what in?
Or like you put the video file into like an AI thing.
I was just gonna say pause, bro.
Oh yeah, no. Unpause. You put it in, you take it out, and slap each other around. But that was a sex joke, guys, about intercourse,
innuendos,
specifically about cocks. But you put the file in. You put it so deep in the AI that the AI spits out a like, say you tell it like, instead of 2 brown dudes, like, yo, make it 2 like anime chicks, right, with voices. You know how people stream?
That exists.
People do that on streaming
I
already?
guarantee you that exists.
Bro.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a way. There's a way to do it, but it's not automated yet.
You know what industry is going to be completely blown away that no one's thought about? Like porn, OnlyFans, because you're going to have people. They're going to be making virtual models, but they're going to be like very real, like models. So imagine you're already successful.
So
OnlyFans
you just
model.
take porn that exists already and then slap on
Modify
a
it.
different model.
Or actresses who have already know how to like do the whole game, and then they can just like hit every niche, right? If you're a blonde chick, right, now they're gonna go out there and be like, turn me into an Arab woman or a Chinese girl or a black girl. It's gonna be crazy and weird, and no one's gonna know how to navigate this new world. There's so many applications for AI that people haven't thought about. I saw this thing like
porn industry's gonna go crazy. I mean, here's one thing about, and as somebody who's been on film sets for pornos before.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, mom and dad, if you ever see this, but I have done it. There's one thing about the people that or the types of people that create porn. They're not a diligent group of people. They're gonna like the technology will be there for years and years before they ever think, maybe we can use this to make a little more money. Like they're
well, maybe not them, but somebody
new can come into the space and be like, hey, wait a minute.
I mean, there's a few enterprising people who are gonna be like, yo, like they'll go to the porn stars and just present a deal. Like, I don't need you to do shit other than like be the model for this AI thing. You know, it'd be like motion capture for
motion capture porno is crazy.
Mocap, bro. It's like, I need you to actually still fuck this guy.
Because you know what's crazy about it?
He's gonna be Aladdin, and you're gonna be a dinosaur.
You know what's crazy about it still is that, so you know how motion capture, you got to put on the fucking suit with the little white balls on it and stuff. That's gone in the next like 6 months. Yeah, like we no longer need the suit. You can literally like to motion capture now. You can literally just like how we are right now. You don't have to wear anything, and then AI will take the information and create a 3-dimensional model on you from a 2D image.
Yeah.
and you can just animate that model, and it will create like realistic movement. Like once AI integrates with like Unreal Engine, then we're off to because now imagine video games, bro.
Yeah, nothing's real anymore, man.
Video games are gonna be fucking insane.
We're already in the post-real internet. I don't think, aside from, this podcast today, like any content, like word content you see on the internet, you'll never be able to know if it's a person after, ChatGPT hasn't publicly released their plugins yet, but I was looking into the work to create a botnet because I'm a software engineer. Y'all don't know that because you're new to this podcast, but I looked into it, and it would take me an evening to create a botnet fueled by ChatGPT of like say 1,000 people all having a conversation with each other, having a conversation with people like you about whatever I want them to. And you would not be able to tell. You wouldn't know, right? There'd be some messages you would be like, but that would be like 0.001% of them, right? And people think they're smart, but I'm like, knowing that I could do that, I'm like, oh, it must already be happening, right? Because there's no way to tell. There's no way, going to Reddit.
Yeah, there's no way to be like.
There's no way to tell, right? Other than account age, but then you have to think, well, there's probably some AI engine that's been out there for a while. So there's no way to really know if someone's a real person unless they actually verify their identity, right? I think we're going to go into a post-anonymous internet. We were talking about this the other day because people want to know they're talking to people ultimately. To it in some places. Some places is cool, but like if I'm in a investing subreddit or something, like
you'd like to know that you're talking to real people and not just some bot that's out there like interacting with people for the sake of engagement.
Fueled by Citibank.
Yeah, exactly. Just to like, because like, all right, Citibank puts out a bot that's like, they're like, all right, go into all of these subreddits and all of these Discord servers and find out what people are investing in so we can hedge our bets against X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And it's like, oh shit. So now I don't even know, like, I don't know what's up, what's down. Like the internet is the wild, wild fucking west right now. Cause I don't know where any of this information is coming from. Like there's no way to trace a piece of text back to an actual IP address that is managed by a human versus something that is managed by an artificial intelligence.
This could be a use for the blockchain. I think Jack Dorsey, and we're actually running time for this pod because we're at 12 minutes, trying to keep this shit short because we're going to go film. But I think Jack Dorsey has his thing, Blue Sky. We got to check that out. We could talk about it next time. But, close this out. We're just going to have an abrupt stop.
Closing it out. Pod.ai, episode 1. Kill it there.
We're going to kill ourselves.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
We're going to kill ourselves and we're going to kill the pod.
We don't joke about suicide on this podcast.
We are very serious about killing ourselves on the pod. We're not joking.
He's joking.
You know that one comedian who's really deadpan? Like with the bald head. Have you seen him?
Oh, wait. Which one are you talking about?
Bro, he's an ugly looking dude. He's got a round ass head. Looks like Toad, but he's hilarious. He just does very
like deadpan humor.
I will pull it up. I'll put it in the description of this podcast. Thank you for coming. Unless you suck, then don't come back.